Okay, I think we are live. Yes, we are live. And we have somebody from the parking lot that we see that is Mindful Pat. Hi, Pat.
Hello, hello, everyone.
And welcome to the present show, everyone. Thank you for coming. And we have the guest of today that is directly from the US in this case, and is Laurence Guihard-Joly. Laurence, welcome to the present show. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
So, to start with mindfulness, right? So immediately, so here it's the moment when we talk about how we got in touch with mindfulness, how positive is mindfulness practice for also an office environment, and how we can actually get into it. What are the various benefits? And what is generally the story of many of us that are actually getting informed about it or want to try. So what is your story? How did you got in touch with mindfulness, and what benefits you find in it?
Okay, so I was first. I am working from New York in the US, and I have a global business. So I have teams all around the world, and so I have the chance to travel. And I was working on an acquisition for IBM, and so I had to travel a lot into India, back and forth, very busy schedule. Not a lot of sleep and so on. And as I was working in India on this acquisition, I met people who actually told me, you should try to meditate. You should try meditation. And it's really helping on the energy level. It's going to help also on time zone management, okay, travel, and sleepless night. So I decided to follow. And I started in a place south of Bangalore. They have a kind of large center of meditation. I was creating business relationship there, and I, of course, started to meditate. There was a lot of IT people from, Bangalore is a hub for IT services, so a lot of companies are there. So I met a lot of people from other companies. They were actually coming over the weekend in that place and meditating. So I decided to give a shot. Honestly speaking, it was also to be polite with my host, okay, because he was really passionate about this, and he was looking very fresh, whatever the time of the day it was, and like working 24/7. So I was intrigued how this corporate guy can sustain so long with so much work and looks always so happy, joyful, and ready to work. So I had an open mind. I think one of the key for entering mindfulness is open mind. So I gave a shot, and even if my rational mindset was meditation, for instance, is for is not for me. It's maybe a waste of time. Let's try. And actually, it worked very well. I got encouraged. I was very curious, so immediately back to the office and the hotel, I went on Google and started to look at what is mindfulness and meditation. And I discovered two things. And again, it's personal research. So there is an action for anyone to try to learn about mindfulness. I discovered many CEOs are doing meditation and mindfulness. There is a ton of books coming from the US, from UK, from all over Europe, of course from India, but a ton of books about mindfulness and meditation for corporation, for business, for leadership, for relationship, for health. So it was really overwhelming. Article from Harvard Business Review. So I was filled with research about the brain and all the values of meditating. So it was like for me an overnight. I spent nearly all night looking at all this, and I said, well, that's great. This has nothing to do with what I thought it was. This is for everyone. And this is really, at the end of the day, with one purpose, to make you joyful. And there is a lot of other benefit that I discovered. So I was sleeping actually less. I started to eat less. I had a full of energy, that the body and the life is all energy. So I was feeling a lot of energy. And I decided to continue to do this. Of course, like anybody, after a few days, I was thinking, I don't have time. I don't know how to do this, but actually I was made convinced that I would find a time, which I did, because you stop doing things that are maybe useless or not that interesting, but it was
What is the best time you would recommend in this case to start a meditation practice?
meditation practice on my side would be I like doing it at night.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like doing it in the morning, but I need to know I don't have any agenda after that, so it's really relaxing and giving a break to your brain, and it's very, very easy. You just have to cross your leg, cross your hands, close the eyes, make nice music, and just try to empty the mind and let go. So it's just it's not doing nothing, the activity of not doing anything. So an activity of not doing anything and give a break to your brain. And then, it's really helping to see clearly. It's developing your intuition, it's developing your memory. It's really calming down and make you zen. So to finalize this out of the corporate world, it's just even my husband told me it has never been so nice since you are meditating, because you come back from the office, but you evacuate all the useless fear of the useless thinking about the past, about the future, the worrying. It's gone. You just focus on what you are doing now. So it's in your brain, train the muscle to come and think about now. What is going on now? Now I'm talking to you. I'm fooling you. I'm not thinking about, oh, maybe I forgot to buy the milk. There is no milk anymore in the fridge. I am with you. I'm thinking about you.
I mean, or maybe you might think about the milk, but you learn to set it apart until there is the time for the milk, right? That's the point.
Just what I'm trying to convey is in a business as well as in relationship. One key, we talk about feedback, giving feedback. Okay, one key of giving feedback is really to be with someone and listening, really listening. Okay, so stop talking, listening, being fully with the person. So creating empathy with the person. You can do that if you are mindful, if you are here, if you know where you are, if you know yourself. Then you can give real feedback. You look at the body language, you can feel the tone, and you can also observe much better. So you develop your capability of observation. It's good for your teammates. It's good, of course, for your clients and business partners. Of course, it's good about your personal relationship, friends, family, kids. So being in the now, because your mind is quiet and you don't talk, you just listen and talk when you have something to say. All of this comes with the practice of mindfulness, and of course, even more about meditation, which is very, very simple. Meditation is very simple. It has nothing to do with the image of like 40 years ago, a monk in his orange robe. It's for anybody.
Laurence, I agree with you completely that giving somebody presence, your presence, is the most valuable gift that you can give them. When it comes to bringing meditation or mindfulness into the corporate world, do you have any advice or recommendations for business leaders, big and small?
Yeah, my recommendation is depending on the audience, right? If you come into an audience that has no past, no experience of any meditation, yes, you talk about mindfulness, and especially in the Western world, there is a lot of proof points and a lot of, I would say, very successful business leaders who are actually declaring that they are doing mindfulness and meditation. So it's collect your information. I remember, and we talk about that, I have assembled a lot of information from people who are very well known, extremely successful, with very successful business, and people love to work for them, who are actually practicing and talking about it. So it actually convinced me that you can talk about it. Okay, and I decided to talk about it. So I'm just saying, look, I have my busy days. I stay quiet, calm, and zen no matter what they happen. So you have also to prove by your own behavior, the value of meditation. But then you collect your information and you present it. okay? And you talk around and you try to explain you a few tactics, few methodology to practice. But the simple one is, for instance, launching a group. You know, when you meditate and when you are doing mindfulness, you try to do your best, okay? Best and being better and sharing with others is one of the key driver, okay? So just start simple, find 2-3 people, talk to them, and you will see that 99% of the time they are actually very interested, very interested. I have seen that in Armonk. We have launched a small group. I have seen that in executive team. We have launched an experience of 6 weeks, and we had a lot of people, you know, giving us feedback that was really helpful. So the first key, Patrick, I would give is, if you are convinced, if you practice, if you are genuine and sincere, you absolutely can talk to anyone. And I talked to my boss, and he sponsored the activity of expanding mindfulness with the executive. Just talk. It's basic. I mean, Steve Jobs and Salesforce.com CEO and Facebook CEO, all these guys, Ford, Tupperware, I mean, a ton of people in MIT, Harvard are doing it. The parliament, so the UK parliament, the official UK parliament has launched a mission 4 years ago. Okay, they are doing mindfulness session in a parliament, multi-parties. They have declared that UK will become a mindful nation. Okay, so it's everywhere. It's in hospital, it's in the justice system, it's in jails, it's in healthcare, it's in school, it's in universities, it's going all over the place. And people are talking about meditation. So my first advice is, don't be shy about talking meditation. Think meditation is like yoga 15 years ago. It's expanding, and it's so beneficial for anyone that we have, I would say, we have the mission to make it, you know, pervasive across the people we like, across the people we work with.
So basically, the more we can be role modeling it, and people are seeing also the changes in your behavior and who you are, as you mentioned, right? And in this case, it already proved how beneficial it could be for everyone. So that's the first step.
Yeah, that's the first step. And then try to collect information. I met with a lot of companies. You know, I was talking with, you know, companies like Saint-Gobain, like Schneider Electric, like Nokia and so on. You are in business, in a business meeting. In a business meeting, you talk business. You have an objective is to create also trusted relationship. So people like to talk about what they like. And you just can introduce and test what about this? I mean, and you discover that a ton of people are either interested, either practicing, but they don't talk about it. And you need to talk about it, boom, everybody's talking about it. And, oh, I do this, I send that to my team, I have this application, I ask them to stop 5 minutes and do 5-minute meditation. The most funny advice I got was somebody was doing business meeting, very tough, cadence call, you know, how is your numbers? How is your numbers? I was with a great team. When it was becoming too tense, this general manager was saying, okay, let's stop 1 minute. And for 1 minute, we're going to laugh. And he was himself starting to laugh. And it's communicative. Okay. And I'm talking, it's a mindfulness minute of laughing. Everybody laughs, it's communicative, everybody relax. And then after 1 minute, they say, okay, let's restart again the meeting. But the tone has completely changed. So you can do mindfulness activities in parallel of meditation, you know, very easily. My view is that the meditation is fueling your creativity to create mindfulness timing. Okay, because you do your meditation, you get yourself aligned, okay, quiet and zen. You get the energy for the day. Okay, you get creative. You have no fear. Fear disappear of anything disappear, and so you create mindfulness sessions for the people around you without even them knowing. Okay, so that's the practice, and I learned a lot. I learned with Patrick. I remember washing the hands, looking at what you are doing, taking a shower. You know what Buddha was saying? What is the status of the meditator, being a Buddha, walk when you walk and eat when you eat. Looks stupid, right? But no, it's very profound. When you walk, you walk. You don't go everywhere with your monkey mind thinking about
With your mobile phone, particularly, right?
phone and thinking about things that have no reason. I mean, 90% of our thought, and we have 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day, every human being, no matter what. 99% of it is useless. Is thinking about the past, it's past. Thinking about the future, or worrying about the future, which is not there. And then we miss the point now.
Yeah.
So meditation helps this, and then you create mindfulness moment for the people around you, and then step by step they get interested. So every people I have talked to one person a day since 9 months about meditation, one new person a day. I made that commitment. Every time interested, starting to practicing or questioning and so on, but nobody said this is crazy. So, you know, this is positive, and the more I see people, the more they are interested by practicing.
So with the present show, we'll have 100 more people in only one day.
That's really good.
So you are fine until, you know, the end of November.
Yeah, I think I can amplify even more then. But one recommendation for the people who are in corporate is, you know, you will discover that as part of usually the enormous amount of education material reading that the company is proposing, and that's the case in IBM. You know, there is a lot of material to read and to take advantage of about what mindfulness and meditation is, you know, providing to you, the benefit in the corporate world as well-being, okay, for creativity, for efficiency, for productivity, for performance, and of course for the science of relationship and friendship inside the environment of working, right? So, and again, when you give feedback to someone, but you have created this relationship and trusted relationship, it's much better than when you don't. So mindfulness meditation is helping creating this trusted moment and make you know, people more joyful at work. Joyful, you know, usually better performance.
So it's time for joy and for coming into the moment. So before closing the present show, as usual, we ask if our guest would like to share with us 1 minute of their own favorite practice. So which one is yours? And if you can run for us a mindful minute.
So my favorite practice is meditation, obviously. So I will invite everyone who is watching this show to cross their feet, to cross their hands, so the energy can circulate inside the body, and to close their eyes for a minute. So close your eyes and just focus on your breath. Breath is your best friend. It's your master, your teacher. It's always going to be there. So just focus on your breath, the natural, soft, tender breath. Don't force the breath. You can focus at the top of your nose. Let the breath coming go out. And when a thought is coming, just let go. No judgment. Come back to your breath. Let the joy coming, the gratitude to be watching this show. Those people who are giving you wonderful practice, meditation. Just very simple, so simple with your breath. Your breath is always there. It's your life, It's your connection to the universe and to anybody else. Now you put your hands on your eyes, your palm. Put your palm on your hands, on your eyes. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you can open the eyes. The hands on the eyes is because when you meditate, you capture some energy, and so you put it back to your body. Welcome to the minute of meditation.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Pat, as usual, I thank you so much, Laurence. I hope you could come again to the present show with some more amazing stories about mindfulness and meditation. Pat, your time now, and thank you guys for watching.
Bye-bye.
I met Laurence a few months ago, and she was filled with wisdom and energy, and it's only grown since that time. So we look forward to hearing more from you, to promoting more mindfulness and all working together. Enjoy your present, everyone.
And you know that, Patrick, we are off, right?
No, not yet.
We're still live.
Okay. No, I'm just out of a huge event in Manhattan. And as you were asking question about meditation, mindfulness, but we had over 2 days about 900 to 1,000 people who just came in the center of Manhattan in a vegetarian convention, because I am also a vegetarian. And all these people came to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And they just spent the time as we did, more than 1 minute, but 15 minutes, and some came back and came back and came back. And there was a big mix of people. So there is a lot of interest around the world on practicing this mindfulness and meditation. So I hope the people who are going to look at the show will practice and will also help others discover it.
And we'll come back next Monday as well with another show as well. So meanwhile, guys, don't forget.
Thank you so much for the show.
And thank you a lot.